Wally Show Aftercast, all the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. And also, too, thank you so much to some people who have stepped up big for your, Way FM and your Wally Show already.
Yeah, if you consume the Wally Show digitally, we have a special link for you to give at to support the shenanigans that you love. Wally.show is where you can head. And some people have jumped in, like Dawn, who said, I'm an avid listener, love the show. I constantly talk about it. I know you don't recommend it, but I mostly know what's going on in the news because of your show.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Again, would not recommend that. Also, I'm the resident jokester, so I put the best worst jokes on the marker board on the fridge each week.
Oh, nice.
The show. It's awesome. We also heard from Curtis, who was our first 1K club member.
What? Nicely done.
And that is important because if you give $1,000 at Wally.show, you get a free Wally Show t-shirt, which all of us are modeling today.
Mm-hmm.
So if you give $1,000, Wally.show, we know it's not a $1,000 t-shirt, but that's just our way of saying thank you.
You can comment throughout the thing. We'll be monitoring comments, and so you can say who wore the Wally Show t-shirt best. Thank you in advance.
I don't think you'll win by
I think I will.
Not if you look like that.
I'm going to smolder.
Boy,
your votes in now.
Log Aftercast.
All right, so again, thank you. Real quick, there's something that we didn't get to yesterday that I wanted to talk about because of its just an insane cuteness, but there's a dark side to it as well. That bird and that dog, the bird dog, the pigeon that can't fly and the dog that can't walk. Have you seen this video?
It's precious. I love it. I love it. It warms my heart.
They are a match made in heaven, it seems. Like so the bird and the dog,
Don't ruin this for me. This was such a sweet story.
they both died today.
No!
No, I'm just
No.
kidding. You guys are so vested in this bird and this dog.
Because it's sweet.
It is adorable.
Animals.
No, it is adorable. I will give you that. It's adorable. But it just brings up the thing. I like the dog better than I like the bird.
Why are you making this personal?
I don't like birds. Did you see Did you see the way the bird looked into my soul and tried to steal it?
Oh, I did.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Birds are creepy. Birds are birds are of the scale of animals I trust. Bear is above bird. I trust a bear more than I trust a bird. Birds are just this winged demon creatures.
So if you were in a field
Yes.
and you had two doors in front of you to escape the field,
Yes.
one door had a tiny little pigeon that can't even fly,
Right.
and the other door had a giant grizzly bear
Yes.
ready to attack, you would go through the door with the grizzly
I'm
bear.
taking the grizzly because I know what I'm getting with the grizzly. I know I'm in for a fight.
You make good life choices.
Thank you. The bird suckers you in with, prrr, grrr, grrr, I'm cute, grrr, and then it pecks your eyes out.
This one can't even fly.
I know, but it's still got a beak. It's still deadly. Because they get you in and you don't see it coming. So this is my question to everyone on the show. What is the animal you don't trust? Because everybody's got one. Like, a lot of times it stemmed from being a kid. You were attacked as a kid. Like, Gavin was terrified of dogs.
For the longest time.
Yeah, and now you own a dog.
I do, and I trust her with my life. Yesterday, I tripped and fell down a hill, and then she jumped on me, hopefully to defend me.
I think she was trying to smother you.
Maybe.
She's finally like, here's my chance.
But if I had to pick one animal that I trust the least,
Yep.
I feel like you two will not like this. I actually do think it's cats.
Okay.
A general
Fair.
household cat
No.
climbs on your lap.
Yep.
You're like, okay, cool. And then when it wants to get down, rips out those claws. Damage is done.
That's true. I can see that. I don't like snakes. I don't even like to watch videos of snakes because they will end up in my dreams.
Yeah, that's another animal. It's a beady eye thing too. Like, because birds, weasels, snakes, birds, lizards, they all have beady eyes. Even hamsters, they'll sucker you in with cute, but it's a beady eye thing. If you got a beady eye, you're asking for trouble. Becca.
I am with Gavin on the cat thing because what other animal do you let into your house that will eat you if you die?
That is very true.
But also, I would say guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Guinea pigs are like the pets that you get. No offense if you have a guinea pig. Guinea pigs are the pets you get when you can't get a real pet. And that makes me very suspicious.
Did anybody ever have a ferret as a kid?
No.
Okay.
I wanted one.
Yeah, me too.
it.
Ferrets looked like the coolest animal ever. Like, this is great. So I'm at a pet store and I'm like, this is so great. And they're like, oh, you can pet it. So I put my hand down in the thing and this thing latches onto my finger as a kid. It bit the snot out of me. And like, for no reason, I did nothing to this thing. Again, beady eyes. Beady eyes are like, that's how I judge people too. Like, if you got beady eyes, I don't trust you, Becca.
Is that beady enough?
No, they bulge out more when they're beady. But yeah, just terrifying.
So we're going to play a little Who on the show. How this is going to work is Wally's going to ask a question. Who of the four of us is most likely to blank?
All right, so here we go. Question number 1. Pause for a second. Get your answer in your head. Don't show your answer right away. Okay. Who on the show is most likely to be plotting revenge right now?
Oh.
Revenge on whom?
Doesn't say. And you said whom. That's good. Just general revenge. General murderous type revenge. Just ballpark it in 3, 2, 1. Hold them up. Wally, me, Gavin. I said Wally. Becca said Betty. And
Really?
what did you say, Betty? I can't
I
see
said
yours.
you. I said Wally.
So 3 for Wally, 1 for Becca.
Okay.
I feel like Wally always has a revenge out for someone.
Yeah, I'm
Even
always.
if there isn't anything to be revengeful of, you'll make it.
You're the most spiteful human being I might know.
Hey, just don't cross me. No, like I'm very paranoid. And so I always think that people are trying to get me, so I figure my revenge out first. But what's interesting is Becca broke lady code and said Betty. Why did you say Betty?
Because I feel like she's always plotting revenge against you. I was thinking more specifically, like, who would cause a coup.
Yeah.
That's true.
And if
I do enjoy giving him a hard time.
You used to have an entire segment, Betty. Was it Cinco de Betty? You had an entire segment.
Which people say it was one of their favorite things to watch, Wally, and I think we should bring it back.
No, because
And I even have an idea. So I saw this thing.
Nope.
And I'm
I like
sure this
it.
would be hurtful for guys. So
Oh, no. Oh, no.
what you do is you put some wax on a Q-tip and you stick it up each nostril.
Oh.
And then you rip it out.
Yeah, no.
Sneezing for days.
Yeah, no.
Vote now.
No. I had, like, the last thing we did was like a dog shock collar, and that hurt so bad. One of the last things. That was one of the worst things. But we had ratcheted up Cinco de Betty because it was a chance for Betty to get even with me for all the mean things I had done to her throughout the year. So this is her one chance. But we ratcheted up to the point where it's like, oh, the only option left is to kill him. You know, like we had waxed me before, we shocked me, we tased me, we dog collared me. Like, there was nowhere to go. So
Revenge. It's the definition of revenge.
a lot of people think that I'm this one way, and they think, and so people like all the time like, oh, Betty's so sweet, or Becca's so sweet.
'cause it's
no.
true.
No. They're just as evil as me. They're just quieter about
Evil as I am.
it. Thank you. Exactly. That's fun, isn't it? Welcome to my world. And so, but like Betty and I are very similar. And a lot of people don't realize that Betty and I are very similar.
Well, you guys have been working together for what, 13?
14
12?
years.
Yeah,
14
forever.
years this
Yeah.
year, yeah.
And she hates to admit it, but we are cut from the same cloth in a lot of ways. So
I think it's just that I was so sweet and innocent and you've rubbed off on me.
I'll take that. I've made you better. All right. Bitter or better? I don't know which. Okay. Here we go. Who on the show is most likely to have an excuse for everything? Have an excuse for everything. This is a tough one. Okay, so get your answers down. Have an excuse for everything.
Okay, this isn't personal.
Is it not?
It's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 1, 2. I'm torn. I'm really torn. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what do we have? Gavin said
Gavin.
Becca.
Gavin.
Yeah.
I said myself.
Betty said herself. I was on the fence between Betty and Becca, and I went with Becca. And my logic was not like she has an excuse for everything, like she's trying to get out of things, but like if there's a mistake or whatever, she over-explains or wants to make sure that you understand what her thought process was.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I had an issue with my taxes that
All morning.
I'm obsessed over all day today. That I just keep going over and over again. So I could see that. And with Gavin, it wasn't personal like,
thank you.
you make excuses.
Yeah. I do think that because I think I'm on the younger side of millennial and the older side of whatever's after that, Gen
Z?
Whatever that, yeah, Gen Z. And I think I think excuses are a big part of my age's identity, maybe. I don't know. I think it's easier for us to make excuses.
And I think that, you're new in the job too. So there's more things that you have to be excused for. Not that you're doing things wrong.
No, sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That sounded personal.
No, it's just you just have to explain yourself more.
Fail a lot, Gavin, but
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we got one more round of this here, so we're just gonna do one more round. The question is, who is most likely to go missing at work? Who is most likely to just disappear at work
Okay, I know
and not to be seen again?
Yes.
I know who it's not going to be.
Okay.
Because he will not go down without a fight.
All right, everybody get your answers, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Becca, who did you say?
I said Gavin because he's always in the bathroom.
Gavin's got a tiny bladder. Yes!
Oh, during the
Gavin, who did you say?
Okay, I actually did you.
What?
Okay, mainly because I took this the route of you're probably the most aggressive driver here, and that
just
might get you in
wouldn't show
trouble
up.
someday.
Okay.
And so,
Okay.
What you said?
I
Gavin?
said Gavin. Who'd you say, Betty?
I said myself.
Oh.
Because I mean, I'm always like, okay. Well, we're done. I'll just walk off.
Yeah. Yeah. Gavin actually disappears during the show. Well, okay. Well, let's talk about his bathroom habits for a minute.
we haven't done that enough. Thank you.
You know what I love? You know what I love? Yesterday we spent the entire Aftercast making fun of Gavin, and then that night his mom gave
Yes.
Wally
she
Show
did.
to
Yeah.
support the podcast.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, your mom's amazing, by the way. And so, no, we love that. But no, like Gavin comes in and like I hear the front door go beep, beep, beep. And so I know he's here. And then I hear the next door go clink, clink. And he's been here all of 30 seconds and he's in the bathroom because he has a tiny bladder.
I'm conscious that because we're the only 4 people in the building at that time,
Yeah.
so I know you guys hear that every morning.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
We
how-
talk about it.
I know. It's just how my body works.
Yeah.
Sometimes Wally will call out for you, and then you won't answer. I'll be like, he's in the bathroom.
That's funny.
We all know that, but we're like a family. But Gavin also, I've found him disappearing during the middle of the day too. Like I've gone to his office before, and his satchel is still there.
Yes.
I've checked
Yes.
all the bathrooms.
And he's walking down the street.
Okay, I haven't. Yeah, that's why I'm like, where does he go?
I've seen him walking down the street.
What are you doing?
Because we don't get any exercise in this job, and I don't go to the gym or anything like that.
That's on
and
you.
So that's just my part of my day is just doing that to gather my thoughts.
Okay.
Get the blood going a little bit more.
So you disappear and go do a health walk?
In essence, yeah.
Okay. I was really wondering. I'm like, where?
No, I'm not just
go?
like I'm not meeting up with anybody or doing anything weird.
No idea what this kid's doing. Like he
Just-
just disappears. I need something, but okay. Well, I guess he'll resurface at some point in time, and we'll discuss it then. All right. So let's get on to the news. Some of the news we didn't get to today. What do you got there, Miss Becca?
This first story is honestly a little disgusting. I don't know if you've seen Burger King's new advertisement,
I
but
have.
they want to show what a good thing it is that they are switching their Whopper to a Whopper free from artificial preservatives, which is a good thing. I think we'd all agree, like to have more good
Less
substance.
preservatives.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's good.
I disagree, but
But to advertise it, they decided to build a Whopper and then do a time lapse of that Whopper molding. So the patty turns like white with mold.
Yeah,
the
it's
lettuce is
gross.
wilting. Like it's disgusting at the end of this thing.
watching.
It's a good sign because it just means that it's real.
But none of me wants a Whopper now.
No.
Yeah, see, that's what I was wondering. I didn't know what they were trying to accomplish, and you watch the mold grow, and
Oh,
it's
they do a
kind of pretty.
close-up? Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty. You watch it grow like icicles.
Kind of pretty.
Yeah,
But it's mold.
But I couldn't figure out what they were trying to accomplish with
Oh.
that. And then you get to the end of it, and it says, this is what it looks like when you don't have preservatives. So I'm like, that's a good point. But to Becca's point, that's not appetizing. Like today, I don't go, oh yeah, I really want a Whopper today because that will be in my mind.
It depends what they're going for. Are they going for people talking about it? Win. If they're going for
Right.
people buying Whoppers, lose.
Not today,
Not
but
so much.
But they'll get past like today, and then everyone will forget that tomorrow. Look at the McRib; there's no meat in that whatsoever. Somebody sent me a thing about how it's made out of hearts and snout, and I literally
Oh.
was like, "All right, I'll get it tomorrow." Like I won't get it today, but tomorrow I'm back in. Somehow the heart and snout is gonna change, but like no, I'm like, I'll eat that tomorrow.
I'm good.
That's good.
I like my yoga mat sandwich. This other story is a cool one. There is a man who tried to rob a Raising Cane's restaurant. So that's like a chicken restaurant. It's counter service.
Really good, too.
So he walks in. He has a mask. He has a gun. He's telling the cashier, hey, give me your money. There's only one couple in this restaurant at this time. They're sitting at the very back. So you'd think, oh, they're obviously terrified. They're on date night. This is a scary thing to be a part of. However, this guy chose the wrong restaurant to rob because both of them were off-duty cops.
So good.
They're a married couple, husband and wife, both officers. And so in the surveillance
You
footage,
can't tell me though. At some point in time, those two didn't dream for this scenario.
Oh, for sure.
Like
you dream of the scenario.
absolutely. Like you're like, okay, this. How cool would it be, honey, if we were on date night and we got to spoil a crime, just like Mr. and Mrs. Smith or something?
Yeah.
And they both sprung into
They
action.
did. So you see them, they're both packing. And so they pull out their weapons and they split at the booth and they're going in the formation.
They're all tactical.
They're all tactical. The guy sees them, runs out the door because he's like, uh-oh. They catch him 2 blocks away and we're able to call in on-duty officers to take him to jail. But, I mean, again, right place, right time. And he picked the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, I wonder how they celebrated after that. Like,
They went back and finished their dinner.
Finished their chicken.
Yeah,
I bet they better have gotten free chicken.
Yeah.
For like
Ooh,
a week,
true.
at
for
least.
life.
They already paid, so
Yeah.
maybe they get like a gift card. They
Coupon,
should.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting to watch, and I was surprised though he got away. Like he even got out the door. I'm like, how did they not stop him before he got out the door? I mean, you're
He was brave enough to run.
yeah,
Two cops coming
with guns
at
at him. Like I would stop. Like at that point, I'm gonna freeze. Like
I was kidding, guys. Sorry.
yeah, and like I mean, okay, so they did the right thing. They didn't shoot him in the buttocks like that, because I would be tempted. Like because he put this poor cashier in terrorized her, and she's gonna remember that the rest of her life. This is why I could not be a cop. I know they have like a psychological exam you have to pass. I would not pass that, and the physical, and the height. All of those things I would not pass any of. That's why I can't. That's the only thing keeping me from being a cop.
Oh, okay,
though.
just that one thing. Quick side note: we have a lot of people asking if Zach is running the camera.
He is.
Zachary,
Zach, come here,
man.
Zach. There he is. Everybody loves Zach.
We miss him.
He's still alive and still here, still cute as a button.
You want some pictures of Anna?
Oh,
No,
God. Oh. All right, well, let's get on to some least of these. What do you got, Lady Rock?
All right, a new survey shows that we find our favorite band at an average age of 13 years old, so roughly around
okay.
7th grade. So if I took a poll, what was your favorite band?
Start with Gavin because he's the closest to 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gavin.
Do you guys know the band Anberlin?
yes.
I
remember
love
them.
Amberlin. I still listen to Amber.
Do you? I
Yeah.
do too. I really
good.
love them. I got super excited because when I moved home to New Mexico, their lead singer was the worship pastor at a church in town. So I got to see him.
They are a great band. Amberlin is a
Yes.
great band, Christian band, like really good. And so that's interesting too because we played, one Amberlin
Really?
song years ago.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it was
super
years
cool.
ago.
We did?
Yeah, not very long, but it was good.
Sure.
Becca.
So this was 7th grade was before I got too angsty because I did have that phase.
Oh, really?
So I think in 7th grade my favorite would have been Reliant K.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Huge Reliant K fan.
yeah.
And it was at the time stealing my brother's CDs to listen to them. And then eventually I think he just gave them to me. And I remember one time he came home from college and he's like, "You're still listening to Reliant K?" And I'm like, "No, it's fine. It's totally fine."
I'm still cool.
yeah, I'm still cool. Now and then I'll go on a Reliant K kick and listen to their old stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just fun.
I think 13-year-old me was still listening, like I was listening to Christian music at that point. It was like I think 16-year-old me had kind of maybe moved off of that. So that would have been Petra. Like 13-year-old me loved Petra, man. I still to this day, Petra. It comes up. If you look at my Amazon, to this day it comes up because I have a bunch of music from them. But I to this day, their music actually I think stands up lyrically, like sonically. I know it's kind of a it's very dated. Oh my gosh, I have 6 Petra albums.
Oh,
So again, like to Betty's point, that thing that you loved as a teenager, as a teenager at 13, is something that stays with you into your adulthood. But man, like their lyrics, I thought were fantastic, and I still do.
Well, I'm going to fall off the wagon here because y'all all picked Christian bands.
We
Mine is
did.
a secular band.
Well, we love the
and I
Lord.
can't stand them anymore. I don't even want to listen to them, and I'm embarrassed about it.
Is it?
Insane.
Yes!
So bad.
so funny.
Like, and here's the thing. It was because of my friends. I wanted to fit in, but you had to pick your favorite, and I picked Lance Bass.
Oh yeah.
You thought that was going to work out for you.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. If you're new to the show, one of my favorite things we kid Betty about was she had Lance Bass posters on her wall, thinking that she was going to marry him
so
someday.
embarrassing. I can't stand NSYNC, so I'm not about the boy bands anymore. But this survey also says that when asked what it helped influence your musical taste, movies made the list as well as radio.
Okay.
The top one was Friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
So siblings were on there too.
Yes.
But Friends, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. For me, though, it was 100% my older brother because he was cool to me and I wanted to be cool. And I thought that was the only option I had to be cool was to listen to his music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where, like I had an older sister and like I used to hang out with her friends, like her guy friends. And so like probably around 15, 16, that's when I started listening to like 38 Special and REO Speedwagon and Van Halen and stuff like that.
Could you say what your favorite band is now, years later?
Oh, what? Oh, you mean like a current favorite
yeah,
band?
like it could be a singer
man.
or a band.
That's tough because it just depends on the mood I'm in. Like I'm a huge like NF fan. I think NF is amazing.
He's got a lot of angst.
A little dark, a little moody, a little sad, a little angry, a little all that. Like he gets me.
I think I would choose Gordon Lightfoot. Yes, you heard me. Gordon Lightfoot.
Ironically, Gordon Lightfoot can't hear you because he's 100.
I know. I've seen him 3 times in concert. He's
The first time I've
wonderful.
heard that name
Check
in
him
my
out.
life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have no idea who that is.
What about you, Becca?
My favorite band is One Republic.
Oh yeah.
I have twice had tickets to see them and had to cancel because of Joey illness. We might be driving up to Indiana in April to see them.
Really?
Yeah, because we know their monitor engineer.
Okay.
So he can get us tickets. And for a singer, though, it'd be Tori Kelly. Of course.
Oh yeah. Ryan Tedder from One Republic was great on the show. The
Songland. It's coming back in April.
Oh,
It
good.
is.
He was so great on that, and I loved his story because like he had tried to be like a Christian artist and then didn't get anywhere, and then he gets turned down and stuff, and he becomes this great writer. And like I like the stuff he writes currently, you know, and because there is redemptive qualities inside of it and stuff like that. And I don't know what his faith completely is like. I don't know him.
And I'll give the disclaimer that there's some language in a
Yes.
couple songs.
Yeah.
It's not excessive, but he still says that he's a Christian.
Okay.
And there's a lot of redemptive qualities still. But
Yeah.
watch for the, explicit stuff.
Yeah, every once in a while, because then
Every once in a
my
while.
daughter started listening. She was like, "Hey, have you heard this band One Republic?" I'm like, "Yes, baby." I love how your kids, if you have a kid, your kid will come up to you and try to break new music. And then there's a thing like a couple years ago where it all came full circle. There were kids that are like, "I just discovered this band called Guns N' Roses." You're like, "Are you serious?" They were like in the 80s and 90s.
That's been a big thing with television shows like The Office. People Gavin's age and younger are really getting into The Office because it wasn't really something they watched when it was live,
Yeah.
but now it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And The Office is a show you can't make today. Like
Yeah.
the humor in it and some of the like even the racial jokes and some of the other situations and stuff like that, Me Too stuff and everything. Like you could not write that show today, you know. And I'm not supporting it. I think there's really funny, brilliant moments in The Office for sure. But there's things that you forget because I always look at things holistically. Like I know how something makes me feel, and I like it overall. I don't get hung up in the little miniature details of, oh, that was off color, that was that. I'm like, oh, I like that. And that's maybe not a good way to be.
And I think a lot has changed in just how we see things today. Like there's stuff at the time that probably didn't get many complaints.
Right.
But today it would.
Oh, my
like
goodness.
it's not that it was right back then,
Right.
but it just kind of flew under the radar.
Our sensitivities are
Yeah.
super heightened,
In
and
a
not
lot of
always for
ways,
the best.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, good.
Yeah.
There are things that I'm glad we're aware of, but other times.
Funny, we had the exact opposite take on that. In a lot of ways, good, and I'm like, in a lot of ways, horrible.